Welcome to our channel Sankalp Study Success. Today we are going to learn a new chapter, which is the second chapter, which is nothing but regular expressions. So we'll see what are the regular expressions and we'll see how to write a regular expression for the given question. So now here the first thing is, it is nothing but a set of digits or set of strings or set of integers which are nothing but, see, if there are no elements, then the set can be represented by using phi. So phi represents there are no elements in the set. So 0 elements, that means no elements. Then if there is only one element, then we will denote it using epsilon, which says that it is a one element. That means a set consists of only one single element, which is nothing but epsilon. Then if you have more than one elements, then if the elements are 1, 0, 2, 3 and so on, you can have AA, triple A. That A nothing but it denotes the integers or alphabets and so on. So these are nothing but if you have more than one element. In this way we are going to denote the set, or it is nothing but we are going to write the regular expression for the given set. So here we are having two closures, which is nothing but r plus and also r asterisk. This is nothing but asterisk. So here this you can say it as a positive closure, which is a positive closure, and r star or r asterisk is nothing but a clean closure. So this is the positive closure and r star is the clean closure. So what is r star, r asterisk, and what is r plus, which is nothing but here r star is equals to epsilon comma r and so on, like this. That means what? Epsilon is nothing but 0 r's, and we are starting with 1 r, then 2 r's, 3 r's and so on, like that. You can go till any number of r's. That means 0 or n number of r's. That means r star, r asterisk. And here coming to r plus, which is nothing but r, triple r and so on. See here, we are not including epsilon in r plus. That means here r asterisk is nothing but 0 or more number of r's. But in r plus it is 1 or more number of r's. This is the difference between r plus and r asterisk. So now coming to the next one. Any language which can be accepted by finite automata, it generates regular language. So what are generating regular languages are nothing but any strings or any languages which are accepted by finite automata. Those will generate regular language. Now, what is a regular expression? Regular expression is nothing but just a notation, right? It is a notation to represent certain set of strings in an algebraic fashion. So we are going to write it in the form of algebraic fashion only, but it is a notation for a regular language. So any set represented by regular expression is called a set. If it is represented by a regular language, or if it is accepted by a regular language, then you can say it as a regular expression. So now let sigma be an alphabet which is used to denote the input set. Generally we denote the input alphabet using sigma, right? Set the regular expression over sigma can be defined as epsilon. It is a regular expression which denotes the set, right? Then for every a in sigma, a is the regular expression. That means what? A is the regular expression for anything, right? Then we are also going to see how to write the regular expressions. Here, if r and s are regular expressions denoting the languages L1 and L2, then how do you denote? If L1 union L2, that means both the languages are combined together, then how do you combine the regular expressions? By using plus, r plus s. That is what we are going to do. Then in the case of concatenation, L1 L2, that means what? R S. So in this way, if the two languages are L1 and L2 and the R and S respectively are the regular expressions, then you will write it in this form. So if it is L1 asterisk, then you will get R asterisk. If it is L1 plus, then you will get R plus. And one more formula is R plus is equals to R asterisk. It is the most important formula. Generally, we need to remember it. R plus is equals to R asterisk. This is the important formula. Now, let us solve some of the problems related to regular expressions. That means let us write a regular expression for the given question, where write a regular expression for the language accepting all combination of A's. That means what? It is a language accepting all combination of A's. All combination of A's will include 0 or more number of A's, correct? That means you may have 0 or you may not have 0. Then we will also include epsilon, then A, then AA, then triple A, and so on, like this. That means any combinations of A's. That means input alphabet consists of only single A. By using A, you are going to get the language. All combinations of A nothing but epsilon, along with epsilon, which is nothing but 0 or more number of A's. So we have already seen 0 or more number of A's is nothing but, you can write it as regular expression is A asterisk, right? Because asterisk is nothing but epsilon or A's. That means 0 or more number of A's. So in this way you are going to write the regular expression according to the given question. Now let us see one more. Design regular expression for the language containing all the strings containing A's and B's. That means you are going to have A's and also B's. And also all the strings containing A's and B's. That means you can have or you may not have. And also you can have any number of A's and B's. That means language will generate epsilon also. You may have A's, you may have B's, you can have nothing also, and also you can have a single A, you can have a single B, you can have a combination ABA, you can have triple A, double B, ABA, and so on. Like this, you can have any combinations of A's and B's. That means what? How do you write the regular expression? See, the regular expression can be A plus B because it is the combination. Plus is nothing but it is a combination of A's and B's. So A plus B, any number of A's and B's, right? Any means it is nothing but whole asterisk because it denotes any number of combinations of A's and B's. Because here if you keep plus in place of asterisk, that means it will not accept epsilon. So that will be wrong. So that's the reason here the regular expression becomes any number of combinations of A's and B's. So this is nothing but any number of combinations of A's and B's is A plus B whole asterisk. So in this way we are going to write the regular expression. Now let us see one more where describe the regular expression for the following. So now let us see A, B and C. What are these? For A, now let us solve for A. Set of all strings of zeros and ones begin with 0, 0. That means you are going to start the regular expression with 0, 0. So let us write 0, 0. Now, what is the continuation of 0, 0? You can have any combinations of zeros and ones. We have just now seen zeros and ones. Combination means what? 0 plus 1 whole asterisk. So this will be the regular expression for given A, because here it is going to start with 0, 0. So we have started it with 0, 0 and then followed by 0, 0. You are going to have any number of combinations of zeros and ones. So 0, 0 of 0 plus 1 whole asterisk. Then now coming to B, which is nothing but set of all strings zeros and ones begin with 1 and ending with 0. Ending with 0, 0, right? So now it is going to start with 1. Then you are going to have any number of combinations of zeros and ones. That means what? Any number of combinations, that is 0 plus 1 whole asterisk. Any number of combinations of zeros and ones, and it should end with 0, 0. That means it is going to end with 0, 0. So it is going to start with 1, it is going to end with 0, 0, and in between you are going to have any number of combinations of zeros and ones. So in this way, you have to analyze the question, then understand it, and then you can write the regular expression. So now let us see what is the C question. L is equals to W such that W belongs to sigma star, that is sigma asterisk, where W has at least one pair of consecutive zeros. That means what? You are having consecutive zeros of 0 0. Consecutive is one pair of consecutive zeros. Pair is nothing but 2, right? We are going to have 2 zeros. For anything, if you consider, you should have a consecutive one pair of zeros. That means before this consecutive pair of zeros, you can have any combinations of 0 and 1, right? And also after 0 0, you can also have any number of combinations of zeros and ones. So you can also have 0 plus 1 whole asterisk. So that means what? For every number, that means for any combination of zeros and ones, it should be followed by a consecutive at least one pair of consecutive zeros. That means at least one. You can have one or more than one also, but you should have at least one pair of consecutive zeros. So in this way, we are going to find the regular expressions. Also, let us see one more question where regular expression that denotes exactly 2 zeros. That means what? It is saying in the regular expression, we will have exactly 2 zeros and remaining will be ones. So let us have 1 0 and 2 0 here. Okay. I think it is, let us have 1 0 and another 0. So before this 0, you can have 1 or you may not have 1. So 1 star. And also after 0 also you can have one more 1 also, or you may not have 1 also, right? So let us keep 1 star. Then you will have 1 0. Then after this 0 also you can have 1 or you may not have 1. So you should, in a string, it may be in between or at the end or in the beginning also, you must have exactly 2 zeros, not more than 2 zeros or not less than 2 zeros. So you are going to have 2 zeros, but before that 0 or after that 0, you can have any number of ones because there is no restriction on ones. You are having only the restriction on zeros. So zeros are 2, but any number of ones can be possible. So now this is the regular expression for denoting exactly 2 zeros. What if it is at least 2 zeros? Now let us solve. Regular expression that denotes all the words with at least 2 zeros. That means at least 2 is nothing but you can have 2 zeros or more than 2 zeros as well. But you should have 2 zeros for sure. We are keeping 2 zeros. Then before this 0, you can have any combinations of zeros and ones, right? 0 plus 1 whole asterisk. That means what? You can have 2 zeros or more than 2 zeros is also possible because it is at least, not exactly. So after this 0 also you can have any number of combinations of zeros and ones. And also after this 0 you can have any number of combinations of zeros and ones because there is no restriction on ones, as well as the restriction on zeros is you should have at least 2 zeros. So after you should have 2, and after that 2 zeros you can have any number of zeros as well. So we are keeping this 2 zeros for sure in the regular expression, and you can have any number of combinations of zeros and ones before or after those zeros. So in this way we are going to solve the regular expression. Let us see one more example, which is regular expression that denote any number of zeros followed by ones and any number of twos. That means what? Any number of zeros, any number of ones, any number of twos. Here any number of zeros are followed by any number of ones, and here ones are also followed by any number of twos. So first of all, there are zeros. Any number of zeros are nothing but 0 asterisk. it is followed by any number of ones, that means it is 1 asterisk. Then it is followed by any number of 2's, that means it is 2 asterisk, right? Any number of, if you see any number of, then it is nothing but asterisk, and if you see one or more number of, then it is nothing but plus. So 0 asterisk, 1 asterisk, 2 asterisk, which is nothing but, you will get it as the language will be 0 1 2. It will not be the combination of zeros, ones and twos. It will be zeros followed by ones followed by twos. That means 00 11 22, 000 112, like this. That means any number of zeros followed by any number of ones followed by any number of twos. So in this way we are going to solve our regular expressions, and for the given question you have to just analyze it and you need to write the regular expression. So thank you for watching the video.